Hello, hello. I see you're muted. Or no, not yet. Are you feeling better?
A little bit.
How's your eyesight?
Oh yeah, it's better.
That's good.
Yeah. I have a party that I'm running from 8 to 8:15.
Yeah, I heard you say that. That's fine. Oh, I better get the file. Holy cow, I'm not even.
The headache is mostly gone, so that's good.
All right, so why can't I see? Maybe it's with the shared with me. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Now I just go.
No one was doing anything earlier, but now everybody's popping on.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
I got people I need to add.
Never know.
I'm looking for people to add, but I don't see anybody yet, right?
I can't see anything because it's yours.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yep, here we go, Heather.
Oh, I'm excited.
Welcome, Heather.
Hello. Oh, it worked.
Yay!
We are so excited.
Yay. Yeah, my stuff should come tomorrow. So now I got to sort through what I already had and what I'm getting.
Uh-huh. And it's in your kit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Congratulations.
It didn't get on you. What?
Yay. What are you most excited about that's in the kit that you don't have?
The air fryer.
Did Trey tell you that don't be too surprised if it's not with everything else that comes right away?
Yeah, well, I know they got 3 boxes that are coming tomorrow. So
Hey.
we'll see.
Hey, Gail.
Hey, where are you? I don't see you.
Okay.
There
I
you
am.
are. I just want to see your hair. It looks cute.
It looks so good.
Heather, I got a perm. I decided if I'm going to be white after COVID, not being able to get my hair colored, that I was going to go a little sassy.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
Mine, I haven't done anything to. I haven't cut it since way before.
Yep.
I have very thin hair anyway, so it gets cut once a year and that's it.
Okay.
It's going on year 2 now.
Oh, goodness.
Well, this COVID business has affected, I gotta take the scarf off, I'm warm. You
Yeah.
guys, it is blowing and we are getting a lot of snow and it's about 20 degrees. It is freezing.
Well, this what is it here? It was 27 this morning.
Heather, where are you?
I'm outside of Atlanta.
Oh my goodness. Gail's in Sevierville, Tennessee.
Oh, my father-in-law and his wife. I was just there last month.
Where are you, Heather?
I'm outside of Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
But
I could
my
tell you were a
husband-
Southern girl, but I couldn't tell
Yeah.
where.
Yep. Well, my husband, his dad and wife live there.
in-
And mhm,
In Sevier County?
yep.
Really? And who is it? What's their name?
Last name's Anderson. Donna and Cliff. He works
Donna
at
and Cliff
Dollywood.
Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do they do? Do they have jobs here? Or?
Well, he works in Dollywood.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He does like the he was doing the valet till of course, COVID.
Mhm.
And then he was doing like the parking. So he's
Gotcha.
like just part-time. He's retired a while back. It's just like something
Yeah.
to keep him occupied.
Dollywood has a lot of retirees that work for them, and they are really good as far as like with your scheduling and all that kind of stuff. They're good to work it
Yeah.
out so you can work just enough for a few days, whatever you want to work. I think. So.
Heather, I love
That's
Dolly.
interesting.
I love Dolly.
Well, that was my
He's
first time
awesome.
going to Dollywood last
Okay.
month or month before last.
Who's the
Dolly
iPhone?
is a treasure.
That's me, Linda Johnson.
Hey, Linda.
Oh, Linda. Linda, I want to see you. I've not met you in person. Will you put your camera on?
I don't think it'll work. Let me try.
Try it, girl.
Hi, Monica.
Hello.
There's Monica. Okay. Hi.
Hey, Monica.
It always pops me up a message unable to access camera.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Well, she's
see,
on her iPhone.
I know it. I heard your voice the other night, last week. That was Tuesday night on our team meeting, but I could not see you. So I was really hoping to get to see you tonight. But I'm glad
not
you're here.
missing a thing. Thank you.
Yes, I am. I want to meet you in person, see your face.
Monica, where are you from?
I'm from Washington, D.C. I came in under Kayla.
That would be Kayla Swope Richardson.
Yes.
Okay. So we've got, let me see, well, we got around the country here. Gail's in Tennessee and Heather's in Alabama. No.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Atlanta.
One of them southern
Atlanta,
states.
Georgia. Well, that is pretty cool. I just love knowing geography and where everybody is.
Now,
Well,
Linda's in Alabama. Linda Johnson's in Alabama.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. She's not on yet though, right?
Yeah, Linda's on here. She's the one on the iPhone.
Oh, she's the iPhone. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
She's on Tiffany's team.
And I know that Lynette is doing her 15-minute party, so she's going to be a little bit late.
Okay, Jennifer Ford's coming in, Gail.
Okay, good.
Yep, it's only 8:05. We're gonna keep adding here.
Yep. And I'm doing my party right now.
You're doing your 15-minute party right now.
Heck yes.
Hey, hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Jen.
Remember I said I'm going to work 1 day a week.
I love it.
And we got another state with Jen Ford. She's in Kentucky.
Yes.
Okay.
Everywhere tonight.
We're all over the map tonight.
So Trey and I are in Michigan. Those of you who don't know that.
I'm looking for a
That's
pen.
actually my husband's from Michigan.
Mine is too.
Well, see, he was military, so we met in Georgia, and then we went to Washington State, and then we went to Texas, and then Florida, and then
Oh my
now we're back
gosh.
to where I'm from.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got hooked up with this team with Maureen, is because Maureen is my husband's first cousin, and so we go up and visit once or twice a year usually, and so that's how I got in with this bunch.
Yep. And it was a good thing from the very
Yes,
start.
it was. It was.
I'll never forget Gail being a teacher. She started off August, September, and she said, well, now I'm going to start off slow,
Not
'cause-
great timing. My first party was in August, I think, and school started like the next week after.
Yeah, and then in September, she ends up doing 4,000 or 5,000, and I'm like, oh, slow down. I don't want you to burn out. If you're busy,
I
as
don't
a
think I did that
teacher-
much, Maureen, but I did do, I mean, it was easy once I got going. I just,
Yeah. I was just concerned because I know she was so worried, that she wasn't going to be able to do very much being a teacher. And then she
Well,
got
so I'm
off
kind
and-
of, I work full time right now. Plus I have 2 kids that are still at home, but,
oh, well, you're
trying to
Heather, you're looking
adjust.
at most of us. Most of us have full-time jobs. If we don't have full-time jobs, we're full-time moms,
Yep.
part-time grandmas.
Yep. Seen I'm that too. But
I
it's
will be
like trying
sometime this month.
to,
I think that's why it works so well for so many of us because, right, we can, especially these new 15-minute parties. Oh my goodness. And so it is pretty amazing what we can balance. And, oh, I didn't think I could. Heather, when I started, I have 5 little kids. One of them was 1 and 3 years old and 7, 9, and 11. And we were in church 3 nights a week. And I thought, oh, I don't know. I'm just going to try this. I'm probably not going to be successful. I'm probably just going to crash and burn. But everything in my kitchen was melted, warped, and rusted.
Mhm.
So I needed the kit anyway. So I said,
Mhm.
all right. And I just went for it. And, it worked. I guess what Karen says is I knew when I couldn't work because of church and homeschooling the kids. And so I knew when I could, those little 15-minute segments sometimes.
Yep.
And that's it. I remember when the girls were having their piano lessons, I'd take stuff with me. Of course, back then I didn't have a laptop, but
Yeah.
you just figure it out,
Yeah. Right now, my thing is like everybody that I do know, they're like kind of Pampered Chef out at the moment, because
So
like
then you
everybody
gotta
else is
reach-
having their
You've
parties.
got
and
to
I'm
get outside of those people.
Yep.
Have we?
Well, that's the thing is like I don't really know even a lot of people here, so I'm trying to go outside
Yeah,
with that.
because
So I'm trying to
now,
start with some of the
Smart.
I work with who
There
I
you
work
go.
with. So
there you go.
Genius.
Now with everything being so awesome with Facebook, right? We don't have to do people around us,
right.
So
You can hit up anybody anywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
that Frank's list, have you looked at that Frank's list?
No,
Come up
I'm
with-
trying to get there. I'm doing some of the dash. Like I'll
Good.
do my work and I'll have my computer right here set up doing the dash. So I'm kind of like multitasking.
Okay,
Trying
well,
to take care of that.
that will help you. That dash will help. All right, well, I'm going to give it one more minute before we turn it on and get started. I don't think anybody else is in the waiting room. And so I think there was a couple more people that said that they were going to try and get on, but sometime, oh, here's Leah. I will say howdy to Leah.
I'm
She's
trying.
connecting up.
I think people missed it in the PC Unstoppables, just where the link was. So I'm just gonna grab it and
Okay, Shelley's just coming in. Gail,
Oh, Shelly is?
Shelley
Okay.
Henshaw, yeah.
Cool.
And Trey's gonna repost it on our team page.
oh no, not I'm posting it in my team chat.
Oh, your team chat. Okay, all right.
I'll bump the team page.
Yeah, just bump it because I just put it on this morning.
You know I'm running my party too. I'm only
Yes, I know. Well, these people that are 30 years younger than me, they know how to do all that stuff fast.
yes. That is an advantage. I will definitely do that.
Okay, I just.
Hey,
bumped it.
Shelly, I can't see you. Say hello so your picture will pop up.
Hey, how are y'all?
I'm looking for you. I still didn't see you. I don't know. There should be a way where I can see everybody. Which
There should be.
view? But it's
Yeah,
not.
for some reason everybody's blacked out on mine.
I've got it on gallery view.
Should be able to.
I can see only 4 people though.
Oh, we got more people coming in.
Good.
April, phone number.
Shelley, I'm glad you're here. Oh, now you're coming in. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I have my off.
All right, everybody. Well, let's see a little roll call here. I've got Heather and Monica and
Here's
Linda
Shelley.
Johnson and Leah, April, Shelley, Trey. Did I miss anybody?
Jennifer.
Jennifer Ford.
Yep. Okay, I got you on my list. I hadn't said it. Good. I got to, oh, Kathy Brubaker coming in.
All right, we're gonna have a good crowd tonight.
Mhm. All right. Kathy, are you here?
Yes. I'm in.
All right, there you are. I see
Yep,
ya. I
meow.
see ya. All right, you guys, I'm going to share my screen and we are going to get started with our presentation. Can y'all see it?
Yes.
All right. Now you guys will, I don't know if you can let me know if somebody messages somebody or lets me know to let somebody in, because when I do the big screen like this, I can't see. All right. So here we are. We are going to talk tonight about growing your team and let your dream be bigger than your fears. So if you have had some fears about helping other people into Pampered Chef, we're going to take care of that. You don't have to fear. Oh, we got Robin coming in. Let me add Robin. Hey, Robin. So sometime it takes a minute or two. But anyway,
Yep.
I hope you all know that it is not your job to train people. This is the directors. This is Gail. This is Trey. This is myself. Plus, we have other directors on our team as well. And whoever your upline is, that is who is going to help in any way that your new recruit needs help. Okay. So what we're going to do is we have our 2 top recruiters on this call tonight. And so I think it would be very beneficial if we had our top recruiters answer some of these questions. And Gail, since Trey is probably just finishing up on her 15-minute party, I'm going to ask you first. What do you do in your parties to generate interest?
Well, I put a post out every single day, something about the business. Because our job during the party, especially to start with, is to inform everybody that we do have a business opportunity for them and we need to let them know how wonderful it is. So I use a lot of pictures and things from marketing imagery about the business, and then of course I've found some. I've made a few myself, but there's just lots of good graphics out there to use that show some of the perks. I love the graphic that we've seen quite often here lately about which is your favorite perk. To pretend that you had a Pampered Chef business, what's your favorite perk that goes along with that? And there's about I think 8 or 10 things that are listed, and you can get people to respond to that during your party. Anybody that does respond, of course, then that's the people that I target as far as really asking them if they've ever thought about doing a Pampered Chef business. But I do that. I do have one post that I put out also where they can ask questions about anything and anything pertaining to business. And then again, you see, I offer tickets for my end of party prize drawing, if they ask questions, but to just get questions out there, because a lot of times the people that want to really know something, they're too shy to ask. And so, that's the whole purpose of getting other people to ask questions. And if they don't ask a question, I might say something like, oh, I bet somebody, I'll tag somebody, and I bet so-and-so might want to know, how many parties a week I do, or if I have to live on Facebook all the time to do my parties, or, I'll make a funny question up like that, just to get people started. But
where do you get your images? Where do you get your pictures?
I make some sometimes, or I get them from some of the Pampered Chef image groups that are on Facebook. I get a lot from those. And I also use a lot of the things from marketing imagery, because Pampered Chef has a lot of stuff already created for us that's really good to use for that. But yeah, I make sure that I'm putting it out there every single day.
Okay.
Something about the business.
So now what system do you use for follow-up?
Well, I have my, I'm not very scientific. I have my little composition book, my spiral bound notebook that I write everybody down, that purchases. If I have some rock star guests that are asking lots of questions, that type of thing, I make notes. So my notebook is pretty messy, but I have a page for each party. So that way I can go back and look, and then, I mark down when I message them, when I send them a thank you, all those kinds of things. So that way, if I do need to follow up with somebody, then I can look back at that later. If I have specific follow-ups, like somebody says, well, I'm really interested in doing the business, but I cannot do it right now, reach back out to me later. And, I'll say, well, how about in April or whatever it might be. And I will actually write that into my planner. Another thing that I do too, for people that are interested, but they're not ready to begin right away. My team, we have a thinking about starting a Pampered Chef business group, and I add prospects into that group and I don't do a lot of posting in that group, but I always put out if we have a signing bonus for the month, and I'll add them into that group. And then that kind of keeps Pampered Chef in front of them. I do ask permission though. I don't just put them in there. I say, I tell them I have this group. It's just for information, to keep them updated on what's going on with Pampered Chef. And most always they say, yes, I would like to be in the group. And then occasionally, every month then I'll go in and put the specials out or whatever. I'll post some videos in there, and I will get some leads from that. So.
Okay. So when this question here, and I think maybe you've answered it, but what's the first thing you do when somebody is interested?
Well, I kind of did answer that, I guess, already, but I do some of those things that I just said, and I just ask if they'd like to chat, and talk about it. And I ask if they have any questions that I can answer for them, or if sometimes I will, if I think they're pretty interested, I'll say, do you have some questions for me, or do you just need to know how to get started, how to get signed up? Mm-hmm. Because many times they're just sitting there, wondering about that. And when I ask that question, they're like, well, yeah, how do I get signed up? And then I give them the link to my website. So
one question that I have asked in the past is, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your interest level?
That's really good too.
And then, that kind of directs you. So congratulations, Gail recruited 24 people in 2020. And that's some pretty big numbers. And so I love this quote. And I usually was pretty crazy about using this a lot in the month of March for St. Patty's Day, right? Is March St. Patty's Day? Yeah.
Yes.
The harder you work, the luckier you get, right? Because I'm sure we've heard people, or we've even thought it, she's just lucky. No, I'm sorry. There's no such thing as luck in this business. The harder you work, the luckier you get. Right, Trey?
Yes. And I was actually going to add one little thing that I didn't hear Gail say, because I think I just copy you guys because you're very successful. So I've been doing all the same things, but a word that I've been using is curious. Are you curious how I can do this and this and this? Are you curious if I'm, sitting in front of my computer? Are you curious how I'm juggling all of this with kids? And I feel like a lot of people are curious, but they might not say that they're interested in the business.
Mhm.
So I am loving that word. Just give me a thumbs up if you're curious. Let me, I'll send you a message. And that way they don't have to engage at all. Because
Okay.
people, like Gail said, are a little intimidated, I think, by us because, we look like we got it all together, all these posts, beautiful graphics. They don't know that Pampered Chef provides all that stuff.
Right.
Little do they know.
Yeah.
Right. That I'm just like throwing things in the air and hoping they land. But being more purposeful than just that. But I
Sure.
love that word curious.
That is good. That is very good. I hope everybody is taking notes as we go through this. All right, so let's see what is next. And Trey, how many did you recruit last year?
I recruited 13.
13.
And
Okay.
I've already recruited 2 this year. So I'm like,
Cool.
we're gonna do more.
Excellent.
We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more.
All right, so let's hear your positive results from your host partnering action plans from last week. All right, last week we talked about host coaching, and I'm curious to find out, how did your daily outreaches go, and how did your hosts like the partnership ideas? Does anybody want to share from last week and how some parties are going from since last week, since we talked about host coaching? Anybody? Kathy, do you got any parties going from last week to this week?
I have one going. It was a host whose past host, the 10% was going to fall off here pretty soon. So she wanted to do another party.
Excellent.
But she's pretty active anyway in her parties because she's retired now and doesn't have anything to do. So she's constantly, I don't even have to host coach her. She's just
Oh,
constantly in there commenting and, oh, I love this and this is what I do and I made this today. And, and it helps you out when they're like that. And that's what you have to tell them to do anyway when you're coaching them, is like, tag your friend that you think is going to be interested in this, show a picture of your favorite product, of you in your kitchen, because I try to tell them that they're going to trust you before they're going to trust me.
that's exactly,
That's what I try to do. So,
okay, thank you. Does anybody else want to add anything? Anybody have any parties going? Shelley, Leah, anybody have parties going that you can share some ideas for your host coaching, how they're going? Monica? April? All right, you guys. I'm curious, who's a scaredy cat? All right. So here's something. This is actually Trey and her husband and her daughter, Scarlett. So what are 5 things that you love about your Pampered Chef business? And recently I asked my team to share 5 things that they love about their business. So who wants to just share one thing that you love about your business? Kathy, what do you think? What's one thing that you love about your business?
just one. I like so many of them, but I really people. I just enjoy people
Okay,
for the
okay,
most part.
that's
So,
okay.
everyone on our team and then the people that I've met through it. So, I've established some relationships and, kind of ongoing since doing this. So that's been nice.
Oh, thanks for sharing. Jennifer Ford, what about you? What's one thing you love?
Like her, I like meeting new people and I like earning free product and making some
Excellent,
extra money for bills.
excellent. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's see, Linda Johnson.
The thing that I love most about it is the friendships that I've made. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but like past hosts and even sometimes guests. I mean, it's just I've made some really good friends out of it, and
Neat.
that's been great.
Oh, thank you
Awesome.
for sharing. Hey, Monica, tell us one thing you love about your business.
Well, I'm new to the business, so one thing I do like is the fact that I have great coaches. Kayla's very hands-on. April's very hands-on. So just learning the business is very intriguing right now, and just trying to learn how to move forward and be successful. So doing that, I'm learning and meeting new people. I love the product, and it's actually making me enjoy cooking more. So because of that, I'm excited.
Oh, I am glad to hear you say that. And you are right, Kayla and the team that you are on are very successful. And I know when I joined almost 28 years ago, I just did what the person that was um, that helped me get started, she was successful. So I just did whatever she did. And I
Right.
think Gail would probably tell you the same thing, right, Gail?
Yep. I just did what Maureen told me
And it worked.
on the phone every day. We didn't have this. We had to talk on
No,
the phone.
no.
She
And
used
when
to
I
mail me
started,
stuff all the
when I started, guys, we didn't even have email.
time.
How about that? That's like the dark ages. So April, what's something that you love about Pampered Chef?
Sorry, I had to step outside. My husband just got home from work, so everybody's going crazy.
Oh, that's
Um,
all right.
well, besides the people, of course, I don't think you could be in the business if you don't enjoy meeting new people, but probably my paycheck. I mean, it's helped out tremendously.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm so
And
excited.
yeah, all the incentives. I think it's fun and it's a challenge, so I enjoy that.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. How about Shelley? I know you guys got to unmute and all that stuff, or you might be in a position that you can't answer, but I wanted to give everybody a chance. Shelley, are you there?
She was muted a minute ago. Let me see if
Was she? Okay,
I'm not sure if she's still with us or not.
okay. Could be. All right, so let's move to Leah. I don't think I asked Leah yet. Yep,
I
I
know
think.
she was typing in the chat before, so I'm not sure if she's at a place.
Oh, that she can. Okay, hey, Lynette, I just see your name. Tell us one thing you love about your business. I know I saw you there.
She is in here, and I know she's doing her 15-minute party too.
Okay, how about Sarah Nash? How about Sarah Nash? One thing you love about your business. Anybody? Anybody? Robin?
I
Sarah
promise
Nash?
they all love their businesses.
Yeah, I know. We know they do. All right. Well, I'm
Well,
going
I'm
to move.
still getting up and going, but I've enjoyed the people and just getting to know all of you guys, and just knowing I'm not in this alone.
Oh, yes. That is so important, isn't it? You are not
Yes.
on an island alone. There is
No.
we are always thinking of different ways that we can help you guys be successful. And that is the truth. All right. All right. I'm going to move on. So, when was the last time you shared what you love? I mean, if you love something, you tell other people about it, right? Okay, so if you go to a ho-hum restaurant, you're not going to, brag about it, but you go to a restaurant or you see a movie or you are involved with something that's exciting to you that you love, you're going to tell other people about it, your church, whatever it is. All right. And so think about this now, write it down. Who needs to know more about what Pampered Chef has to offer? Because we're talking about people that maybe like me, their kitchen was melted, warped, and rusted. Everything I bought for my kitchen came from garage sales. I didn't have the money to buy new. And so, who do you know that could use that loves to cook? Who do you know that loves to eat? Right? Who do you know that could use some extra income? You guys, can you think of one person? Can you each think of one person? Each of you think of one person and put it in the chat. All right, think of one person and that you could share something that Pampered Chef has to offer. All right, thank you, Sarah Nash. I see your answer, that you can work your business around everything else in your life. Boy, isn't that the truth? All right, I'm seeing some names here. Gail Ruffin says Kara. Kathy Brubaker says Sarah. Trey says Kim. Katie, your friend, Sarah, Jennifer Ford, Charity. Look at these names, you guys. This is fabulous. You are coming up with people that you can share what Pampered Chef has done for you. And even if you're brand new and just started, it's okay. It's okay. Because just think, now I hope if you're waiting for your kit, you take a video of opening your box. Right? You take a kit of opening your box. Oh my goodness. Well, now I'm going to hold you. Lynette said Beth. April said Kim. Heather, your neighbor. I'm going to go back and I'm going to hold you to this, that you have contacted these people, right? And if you need words, we will help you. Your director on this call will help you. So, Trey, does this chat get saved?
I just screenshot it.
Oh, you did? All of it?
Yep.
All of them?
Yep.
There's a whole lot of them.
I got them all.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, darling. Okay. Now, what are you going to say, right? So I'm going to time 5 minutes and develop your own script. So what would you say? What are you going to say to somebody? All right.
That person you want to talk to that you put in the chat, and what are you going to tell her when we get off this call? What's going to be the thing that you shared with her? If you know that she needs it, then what are you going to say? I think this is where the rubber meets the road, and it's all hopes and wishes and dreams until we get down, write it out, and send it.
Exactly.
This is where I get really excited.
Well, okay. So Trey, give us just a little intro of an idea that you might say.
I think, and I'm thinking about Kim, and her and I already have a relationship. We've already talked. She came to the Meet Pampered Chef last night. So I'm going to send her a message after this. And, what did you think about that? And that's all I'm going to say, because it's now in her lap. Right? I've done the inviting, I've done the informing, and I think sometimes we need to circle back. What did you think about that? I think you'd be amazing at Pampered Chef. You have all the tools. We'd love to help you.
Let's think about somebody that you maybe was just in a recent party.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is telling them that I think they do amazing at this. Everybody wants to know that you think highly of them.
Compliment them.
Your interactions, you have an upbeat personality. You were so involved in the party. I think you'd be amazing at this. It's so fun. And I'm not making up something. I truly believe that. I'm not saying go make up something, but gauge your interactions with the person and pick something that that is a reason why they do good at Pampered Chef. They're upbeat, they like to cook, whatever that thing was that drew you to, like, wait, she should do this, whatever that thing was. And I think the more personal you can be, the better.
Okay. All right. I love that. And complimenting people. I mean, right, Gail, don't you compliment people?
Absolutely. That's probably the first thing I would do. The girl that I put down, her name is Kara. She's one of my current hosts. I'm running her party this week. She's had a fantastic party so far, and she has a ton of contacts, a ton of people. And I'm just I've already talked to her a little bit. I've been dropping those little hints, the 5 times that we ask. So we're coming down to the wire here. So I'm going to be telling her or asking her tomorrow. I'm going to talk to her and say, hey, you have been a fabulous host. You've done everything I've asked. You've got a lot of friends in here. What do you think? Are you thinking that you might like to give this a try? And then I usually say something along the lines, it doesn't, there's nothing to lose. You order your kit, you pick the one you like, you order it. There is no downside to this. You give it a 30-day try, do some parties, see how you like it. If you don't like it, you just let me know, and you get to keep all the all the products. And so, it's just a simple thing. I know I used to say, you're not joining the military. It's just, it's just a party, a party thing that we do, and you can make some money and have fun at the same time. So, but definitely started off with a compliment.
Absolutely. In the past, I used to say that when you join a bowling league, they ask you to commit to like 34 weeks.
Mhm.
We're just asking you to try out a couple of parties. There's no Pampered Chef police,
Yep.
right? Just give it a
Right.
try. All right, guys, let's move on. Now, oh, you know what? I do want to go back just for a minute because I want you to know that as you help people join the business, there is a lot of perks for you. And when you have helped 5 people join the business and you have achieved the sales to promote to a director, the new products that are just coming out March 1st, we get those for free as a director. All right. So there's lots and lots of bonuses and benefits for promoting. And the cool thing is when you help just one person join the business, you get a raise.
Mhm.
All right. And just one person and you get a raise. And so then you help 2 people and you get a bigger raise. And it goes up and up. And now when you're Trey, I'm not sure if this is in here. When your person qualifies, which means they do $12.50 in sales, you get a $50 Pampered Chef dollar bonus to use for new products and paperwork and anything that you like. So, and of course, then there's, the trip, it's extra points for the trip as well. But I wanted to make sure that you know what the benefits are of helping someone else in the business. And as I already stated earlier, you don't have to train them. That's our job. You just find out if they're interested. And even so, Trey, Gail, your upline would be glad to talk to them with you, for you, and answer any questions that they have. So here we are, supporting the new consultant. Trey, do you want to take over?
Yeah, I would love to. So, you have a new consultant, and I think, especially in the beginning, that can be a little overwhelming to what to do next. Okay, they joined up, they signed up. Now where are we going? So we just have this little checklist for you to consider when you're adding to your team. So I think the best thing to do is to get them plugged in right away. As soon as I get that email, I'm sending them, hey, here's our team Facebook group. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but we do have a new consultant area in the team Facebook group under units. And Maureen, mom, she does a really great intro video and kind of walks through a little bit of the fast track and when you get your kit, and she kind of goes through everything. And it's just a really nice kind of laid back way to introduce them to our team, our culture, what we're about. And I love sharing that with them. You'll probably notice that I've been tagging people in that. I tagged Heather because she just recently signed up. And I know that it's just nice to introduce her to someone other than me in the business. And then we do have available, oh, I'm skipping the consultant chat. I don't know if any of you guys do this, but having a consultant chat for just your team is really going to help you communicate with everybody, answer questions, build camaraderie. I'm just curious, does anybody in here have a consultant chat with just them and their downline? Raise your hand if I can see you. I can't see anybody except for Kathy. It's Kathy and Gail and Maureen. Maybe in the little chat area, raise your hand. I know we're asking you to be a little more interactive than normal. but this is good for learning. So that's something that you might want to consider, because once you have a team of 2 or 3 or 4, they're probably going to be asking a lot of the same questions. So you'll be able to answer them all in one spot, and then they can actually answer each other. And it's actually a great way to develop leaders among your downline, because they are having little ways that they can answer and step up and be a leader in your consultant chat. And the next point was the consultant checklist that we've made available for you guys on Google Doc. I don't know if you've had a chance to see that either, but basically what we're doing is breaking down those first couple of things in Dash for everyone and doing videos. I know Gail spent some time doing a video. Maureen did a video. I did a video where we're just kind of holding their hands, and saying, this is where you go, this is what you do. And really, you guys, there should be no fear now to recruit, because we're doing these things for you so that you don't have the burden of what do I do next, and that there's more ways for automation, where once you sign someone up, you give them the tools, then it's just like a job that they would go to and receive information from an orientation, and then they do the work. So we're finding that really, really successful in launching new people. Of course, you want to introduce that fast track program, and Dash numbers 1 through 10 for sure. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to make a really big confession here. I don't like Dash. I hated it. It was very annoying to me. Probably because I've been around Pampered Chef for a while, and I was like, I already know how to do this, but they're improving it. And I will definitely tell you, I've seen improvements. I'm doing some of the new things that they've launched, and I'm really excited because I feel like Pampered Chef is listening to feedback and making changes, and it's really, really exciting. And after Dash, one of those first things that you're going to want to help them do is partner with them for their launch party, because they're going to need someone to hold their hand a little bit. They might even need you to do the party for them so that they can just observe how you're running things. And that is something that we should really just jump up and help them with and be that good model. When you think about doing a good job, like Gail and Maureen said, they're watching, they were looking at who was successful ahead of them and just modeling after that and copying that. So being a good model to them during that launch party is really going to go far to set them up for, very successful parties from there on out. And then the last thing here, I know I'm reading to you and that's a little bit dry, so thanks for bearing with me. But Visly, if you're using the party templates on Visly, there's also an area that allows you to text message or email, and you can set up, this is very cool, you can set up templates, and you could do one for your new consultants. Have you join, like send a text message, and you can send it to set out the next day that they signed up. Hey, here's the Facebook groups. Did you join them yet? Or have you joined them yet? Just wanted to connect with you, kind of keeping tabs on where they're at and what they're doing, and kind of creating more of a relationship with them. Of course, you're going to have the chat, but this is a little more personalized, where you're able to kind of automate a couple of questions and different steps that you would help them to start taking. So that is a really great thing that you can kind of put in place, that once someone signs up, you put them into that template email or text track, and then they would be responding to the track that you've set up. And I love things like this because it's allowing us to automate more of our systems and actually have systems that are really effective.
So Trey, some of these gals are pretty new. They might not know about Bisley. So I'm going to let them talk with their recruiter or their director more about that. It is an option, right?
Yep.
It's an option. There's a couple of different options for that we use for posting on our parties. And Trey and I both have, kind of fallen in love with the 15-minute party, which we really don't have to use a poster company anymore. But it's available still. It's
Mhm.
available still.
Well, and I
So-
think even if you didn't use a posting system, just checking in with them, because like this slide says, people don't know how much you know until they know don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You know, and doing those check-ins, doing the, you know, how's it going? You know, what's going good? Where are you at? Those connectors are really valuable.
Yes.
Oh, I think someone's saying something in the chat.
Oh, this is April. I just had a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Is there any way to do like kind of like a mock 15-minute party with people like in our downline and stuff that we could all just kind of see how they run? Because I think there's like quite a bit of confusion on them.
Did you watch the video from Anna Lee Heinen?
I did. I watched the video and then I tried to download that. There's like a thing you could download, and I
Yes.
tried it like 4 different times and it wouldn't let me.
Did you search in the Facebook group? Because we have a Google Doc that has the entire outline template
That
done.
was the thing, the Google Doc. I couldn't like get it to open.
There's 2 different ones. There's 2 different ones. I know in
There's
the
an
beginning
Evernote
I
one.
struggled with it as well. But I think, April, how about this? If we can get you the Google document, I think that would be a big help to you. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, if I can open it, because the one
Right,
that I did
absolutely.
have, yeah, I could not. I
But
tried like so many different things and I couldn't even get it to open.
You couldn't open Annalise as well, because she also had a template that she shared. There's 2 different templates that were shared, so both of those didn't work.
I don't remember trying to open that template.
Oh, that would be frustrating. I'm sorry that that was your experience, but we'd love to fix it so that you can get to it.
Yeah, I'm just,
April, is this April that's got the problem? I actually copied the 15-minute template, I mean the Google Doc, and put it into a Word document. So I'll be glad to share that with her if she uses Word.
okay, that would probably work.
Okay. I'll be
Yeah,
glad to.
I'm really interested in them, and I just it has just been such a crazy busy month, and I have a couple people interested, and I was just like, I just feel like I don't know much enough about them to like feel comfortable, and I want to feel comfortable doing them.
Okay.
I might consider opening it up to our team and put one out there. I haven't updated the February one, so it might be January January specials and so forth. I'm working on February shows right now, but April, I will tell you, I did 4 of these 15-minute parties and the sales were over 5,000.
Yeah,
And I
that's
didn't think that would
amazing.
be possible to show as many products as you could show in 15 minutes and have those kind of results. Didn't think it was possible, but it totally.
Yeah. So I'm just a very visual person. So I think that's why the regular Facebook parties were fine for me to pick up on, because, you know, I was in a party and I had seen how it ran. And I think it would just be nice to, you know, I don't get home till 6 p.m. every night and then trying to catch up and everything. And I leave at 4:30 in the morning. So it was like overwhelming trying to like get all of the information together and stuff like that. So,
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. Kathy, have you done any of the 15-minute parties yet?
Yes, I have. I had 4 last week. And I want to say, April, once you can get that document open, it's a simple copy and paste. And I followed it to a T, pretty much to a T. You know, you have
okay.
to change, you know, this or that here or there, you know, the date or the time of the party or that. But it went over really well. And I've booked 3 more off of it. So off of those, my sales weren't like $5,000, but the people enjoyed it. So
Good.
they were like, "Oh, only 15 minutes."
Yeah.
and
I think
and
it's a new
that's
great
hooking.
spin on,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But if you just
Absolutely.
follow copy paste, you will be successful.
I did just put
Sounds
the
great.
link in here for everyone to be able to see. It was open, so I'm not sure why it wasn't working for you. I'm really sorry that you weren't able to make it work.
Kathy, did
April-
you
That's okay.
copy it? Kathy, did you copy your yours from Karen's Joe Pack or from our page?
I actually have both.
Okay.
And both were very informative. One had host coaching tips.
Yes.
To
Yeah, there's
it
two
as
different
well.
files, right?
Yep,
Two different
and,
files.
Shoot, the one thing I was going to say, April, do you have a Gmail account? Because I find that
I
people that
do.
don't have it, okay, Gmail account have trouble with Google. So, all right.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for asking, April, because we definitely want to make sure that everybody is comfortable. Because
Yeah,
it's,
I
it's
definitely want to
definitely,
take advantage of that. And I think even for like past hosts, it might be something that they would more be interested in than a week-long party, you know?
yeah, yeah. Stephanie Moran just booked 2. I asked her to post it on our team page, the words that she used. She contacted 2 hosts from last fall, and I think she contacted 4 or 5, and 2 of them said yes, answering her 15-minute explanation that that's what they would do. So here's some other resources. I know we've been talking a lot about some of these already, but you know, we are in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. And so, you know, I hope that you feel comfortable talking or
Yeah.
using any of those resources. So here's some action steps for this week. Come to the weekly check-in calls prepared to talk about your parties, bookings, and recruit leads. Continue your 10 to 30 contacts a day using determination language and track your results for bookings and recruiting. Invite people to the opportunity events every Wednesday, you guys. Now, next week on the 10th, we're not having an opportunity chat because Pampered Chef is sponsoring an opportunity event webinar, but it's on the 11th and it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So they are giving afternoon people an opportunity, but then on the 17th, we'll be back again at 8:30 p.m. Wednesday night with our opportunity night, and as scheduled right now, the 24th. So those are always great to invite people to that are thinking about it. Make a list of things that you learned in this session and that you're going to take action on right away. Keep adding names to your list of contacts, your hot list for recruiting and follow-up list. And so here's your homework. Share a host partnering script with the group and that we can workshop it together. So record your why I chose Pampered Chef video for your Pampered Chef parties. I hope you guys all do that, right? It's just a quick video of yourself introducing yourself and why you do what you do. And you will inspire people at your parties, you guys. Oh my goodness, I wouldn't think of having a party without posting my my video. And so, does anybody have any questions? Any questions? I appreciate April, you asking. Anybody else that's asked a question? And we'll get working and make sure that everything is accessible to everybody.
April, is there any way that you could just click on that link and let us know if that will open for you?
So the link did open for me, yes.
Okay, good.
And then there's, now once you get into the host coaching file, there'll be a link maybe in the second or third paragraph that says, here's the party.
No, the one that I just put in
The
here
one that you did.
our Google Doc, that's just the party.
Okay.
It's not the
okay.
host coaching. The host coaching is in Annalise area. But I mean, I can make that into a Google Doc too. It's very straightforward.
Yep. So there's actually 2 different sections. One would be the host coaching, and then the other will be the actual party posts. So I hope that helps out a little bit.
Is there a limit? So we're doing this, let's say in Messenger and Facebook, and then you create a group and then the host
No,
is invited.
we don't create a group. There's no group.
Okay.
There's no group. It's all Facebook Messenger. So what happens is in the files, there's a paragraph or a question that you tell your host to put out to a bunch of people individually, directly Facebook message them. Then there's another post similar that they put on their wall. Anybody that says yes, that they want to participate in this, she starts the chat, the Facebook chat, and she puts the people in the Facebook chat and then puts us in as the consultant. And that's where the party is.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Yep, yep. And you know, we want to have 15 to 25 people in that chat.
Chats can hold a lot of people. You might think that they don't, but I had someone add 90 people. So that's a little
Well,
expensive, but it's possible.
Okay, because I had spoke with Stephanie earlier, and she said that her host actually rescheduled because she could only invite 2 people.
Yeah, I talked to Stephanie about that, and I don't know why. I did have a host that was able to add about 10, and then she got a message from Facebook that said she had reached her limit. So I told her, wait an hour, go back and try again. And she did. And so she invited that way, waiting between. Now, she's the only one out of the 5 that I've done that had that experience.
I'm on my 15th, and none of them have had that problem.
Yeah, so, I don't know why Stephanie did the one time or why I did the one time. But I mean, it's the same thing with our hosts on group parties, right? Some of them get held to a higher standard than others as far as, inviting and saying that they're spamming and all that sort of thing.
Right, right. Sounds good. Well, thanks for the information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maureen, can I add something?
Yeah.
I did have a couple of hosts that I talked to about doing the express party, and they were not exactly comfortable doing it in a chat. They felt like because we had some issues with one of the ladies. She and a couple of her people didn't know how to get in the chat, and so anyway, we decided that we could still do a 15-minute party, use the same exact thing, and do it in a group. And so I've done a couple in a group, which were just fine too. So it just depends on, and it's exactly the same. It's just, I actually put it into a template and post my party and let it post. And then I was a little bit more free to, answer questions and, chat with them while it was posting. But it still only took, actually, it was probably a little bit faster than I could hand post myself. So it went, I scheduled them about a minute apart, most things.
Appreciate Gail, because I know you and I talked about that last week, and so here it is again, another way. Another way.
And I did recruit my host, so she's going to be doing the 15-minute parties also, because she was really excited.
Excellent. Cool. I love to hear that. All right, you guys. Well, I think I'll go ahead and let you know what's next Thursday. Next Thursday, we're going to have a booking blitz. And you know what? It all starts with a full calendar. And you want to fill your calendar now in February. And that's going to generate those parties for March, of course, with the new products. And so we're going to meet on Zoom at 8 o'clock next Thursday. And we're going to be inspired by the top consultants and directors with ideas on getting those bookings. And so have a list of people that you want to reach out to, maybe the ones that you haven't yet. If you've been chicken, if you've got a chicken list. Somebody did post that a while ago on my team page. Yep. They had a chicken list. But get ready and we'll share wordings with you. And there it is, you guys. Text, Facebook messages, Instagram, whatever works for you, whatever is the best way for you to communicate. So we'll meet for maybe 15 minutes And
What
then
you put on?
here's what Trey and I talked about, Gail, is keeping the Zoom open, and go ahead and you can just mute yourself and you can take off the camera if you like. And then we'll come back together and come back into the Zoom again. It'll still be going live. What do we think? If we talk until 8:15, come on back at 8:45. So for 30 minutes, make out some contacts and let's come back live and celebrate and talk about what worked. All right, now there's going to be the chicken, right? Because you got to come back and you got to say what happened. And we want to know, because you know what? Here's the thing, guys. You might have to contact them again. Maybe they'll say maybe. So we want to give you some ideas. So maybe were you thinking at the end of the month? Maybe now with these 15-minute parties. I mean, you know, I can book a party tomorrow.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of it. I didn't have any bookings going into February, and now I have 6. And I just did 2 tonight, 1 tomorrow, 1 and a couple over the weekend. And
Yeah, you can do them fast.
people are willing to do them the next day. Get a couple friends together. And you guys, here's the exciting thing. I'm finding that you don't necessarily need to invite your entire friends list, because the people have been a lot more engaged. And like Anna Lee had encouraged us, 25 to 35 people. And that has kind of proven to be the sweet spot. And that's really nice. And I love hostess coaching because you don't have to coach as much. It's definitely not as intense, where before we were like, okay, get that friends list in there, go, 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 because Facebook is, we're fighting Facebook. And now it's just like, add your friends to a chat, or let us send you some text messages, or like Gail, like, pop some friends in here for 15 minutes. And it definitely feels like more chill. And I think I like that a lot. And I think our customers are going to really.
Here's the thing: if there's some new people on this call tonight, so consider letting this be your launch party. You do your own 15-minute party. Do your own launch party. It's a way to get the word out there, and they don't have to feel that they're going to commit for a week.
I just had a light bulb. Wouldn't it be so fun to do a 15-minute spring product launch party with all your past hosts that were interested? Let's put them all on the chat, and March 1st, 8:00, all your past hosts get to be the first to see. How fun would that be?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Pampered Chef is going to do the cute little video for us. They've already got it done. Let's roll it out. Let's do it. I'm like super hyped. I just had that idea.
All right, March.
Think
1st.
about the bookings you could get that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm down with that, Trey. I'm doing that.
Right?
All
and
right,
then
Kathy.
you could have 4 more parties the next day.
Yeah.
Let's roll out March hard.
I have 25 people in my party for tomorrow night. So I told her, I said, you get to 25, I will throw in a rub. She was like,
Exactly. And with the way that we're hostess coaching, guys, it's just gangbusters. My month last month was insanely big because of these 15-minute parties.
That's it.
So.
All right, everybody. I know we went over the hour, but I appreciate you being here. We've got a lot accomplished, a lot talked about. And April, I'm going to be checking in and making sure that you've got everything you need to run one of these parties.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are welcome. Welcome. All right, you guys, look forward to next week. I hope you're all able to come on back, because I'm going to be sending you Facebook message to come on and get on again.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the information.
You are welcome. My pleasure. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.